up, y'all?
Hey, hey, hey.
Howdy-ho.
Oktoberfest.
Oh, you got
We have
it?
a beer advertiser?
Look at us go. It's going to be pumpkin shit.
We got a beer advertiser? That's nuts.
You got a cooler ad than I did.
What'd you get, lose weight stuff?
No, I got like
Nice.
some Pluto,
Oh, yeah.
Pluto phone or something.
Dude, we're big time now with freaking beer ads.
You got double added though.
Who do we got?
Shout out Eric Anderson. Hail to the Redskins, our guy.
Yeah, Eric, first one in.
All right, let's get started here. I'll put the. We only have one half to cover, so it's going to be pretty easy.
We're going to talk about one half. I like it.
Let's do this.
I've been loving you too long to stop now.
Eric, where are the boys, man?
I've been.
You're right on the spot. Where's everybody?
I think there's something that might have happened this weekend that might be scaring them off. All right, here we go. Here we go. Thanks, guys.
Hit that bell.
Did you already change that? I changed it back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome back to Tuesday night, the greatest night of the week, as claimed by First Amendment Sports, the Basement Podcast Studios everywhere. I'm Ken Marangolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
Hey, listen. Week 1. Let's talk some shit.
Week 1's in the books. He's Tim Strachan.
Just this weekend drained the shit out of me. I know I used the S word on
Listen,
the red flag.
save it for your therapist,
in the
bro.
beginning.
Unbelievable.
This is football season.
Hey, hats off my Terps. Having an
lose our G
incredible
rating.
start to the weekend, and that started my emotional high right after I heard about Kevin Ricca's new love for ties. Tie ball games. He has a new
Well, we'll get to
he has
that.
his new
I don't want to
found
start
love
there.
You already
for
hit
it.
that one.
After
you already
he's
got rid
hated
of that
it.
one.
This is different though. You've actually on this show talked about your dislike for ties. You actually embrace them now.
Yeah.
To the Redskins.
One tie of my whole life.
S show. The first
Yes.
half being that emotional, unbelievable. What the hell am I witnessing to? Oh.
What the hell am I witnessing?
Oh.
This is the Audible, and it's episode 1, season premiere of After the Whistle, our in-depth talk show dedicated to what we think is the most drama-filled TV show. It's at least the most drama-filled TV show that there is. That's watching Redskins football. There's a lot to talk about. I'm not saying there's a lot to love, but there's a lot to talk about. There's some to love. And let's start with some things to love. I think it's important to start with some things to love. And one of those things is Terry McLaurin. And then I was trying to think about either Vernon Davis or Terry McLaurin.
Case Keenum.
I'm not the only one. A lot of people join me in their love of Terry McLaurin and their expectation that he is an actual stud. He was Case Keenum whisker away from 200 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns, which might have put us in a different show tonight. But Case Keenum had the best quarterback week.
I never overthrew a guy that wide open.
Easy.
Not that
You never
wide
threw
open.
a guy that runs a 4.35
Not that
either.
wide open. But what I loved about the first one, did you see how he threw him to green pasture and let him adjust to it?
Yeah, but he almost overthrew the first one.
But he led him to an area
know.
where there was it was a he was
In this
gonna catch
league,
it.
though,
you didn't have to put it right on him. I thought that was brilliant.
It's what
I
he
thought-
didn't do the second
What I
time.
loved about that is that this early in the season they had that sort of chemistry. They did not connect on it in the second one.
Well, he's a speed merchant.
unfortunately. But
There's no doubt about the fact that
Man.
he is all that's been
when he
advertised.
caught that, I was like, "What?
What was he like?
What?"
Don't do this to me. My back hurts. I'm going to take my shirt
started
off.
off
I'm going
with
to take my
Vernon
shirt
Davis,
off.
though.
Take your
Started
shirt
off
off.
with
I'm gonna take it off
Vernon
at
Davis's
halftime.
Take it off
touchdown.
at halftime.
Vernon Davis's touchdown
was awesome.
Incredible. That was
mean,
so cool.
And in case people don't know, he had a
Witnessing it,
family. He lost a
That's what he
family
did at-
member.
That's what he did at
grandfather. His
Maryland.
grandfather.
So
That's what the
he-
emotion.
That's what I was used to seeing at Maryland. Guys,
that was
just
15 years ago.
bouncing off of him and him dragging people
Yeah.
and then breaking away because he was absolutely impossible to bring down. it brought me back to those days. And then when you saw him crying afterwards, you were like, "What?"
He hurdled that dude. I'd cry if I hurdled someone right now.
Hurdled
I would
him.
cry.
Yeah.
And then pulled away from two very easy tackles. What looked like very easy tackles.
Speed.
God bless his grandfather, who I think had a hand in that play, without a doubt. And after you saw him crying and not knowing what it was until later, and you were like, "Oh my God, that's awesome." Hey, listen, Duke, awesome, man. Sorry about your loss, but that was, in my opinion, no matter win, lose, whatever.
Yep.
That was the best thing I saw.
That was ridiculous.
It was the way the season started for every Redskins fan. That's the one thing everyone will remember about the opening bell. Speaking of bells,
like
hit
Clinton
the bell
Portis's first carry
on
as
this
a Redskin.
show. Hit the bell. Get that notification. You'll find out when we're going live. Eric Anderson hit the bell, and we appreciate that. I know AGH. There's bells going off somewhere over there in Wales, and we'll figure out how to get him up. But hit the bell, get the notification. The Redskins answered the bell, but it was like a short answer, like a multiple choice answer. They didn't complete the.
They answered it, and then they got dropped off the call.
God.
Somehow.
Let's finish out the
through.
first half. 20-7 lead against one of the best teams in the NFC and the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles are regarded as such. They've proven it in the Super Bowl, and the Redskins owned them. And the Redskins did it by making plays. The Eagles didn't.
With our young receivers and our hot as a firecracker veteran quarterback.
Yeah, and they didn't do it with the running game at all, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But Jay Gruden was pushing the right buttons. They threw to six receivers in the first half.
8.
In the first half?
8.
In the first half.
He had thrown, at one point he had thrown
every running back.
8. He had thrown 8
tight end
completions to
and
7
every
people.
receiver.
And every receiver.
He had thrown 8 completions to 7 people at one point.
I mean, it was
Richardson being the
impressive.
only one that had double catches. Yeah. I mean, what did we talk about? The biggest question mark being the outside. Are you that worried about it anymore?
The wide receivers?
Yeah.
No.
That was impressive.
Well,
now, it wasn't quite there the
it's
same way it
effective.
was in the second half as it was in the first half, but if you're capable of doing that, build on that. That was encouraging.
That's what Case Keenum gives you. He's going to understand what the defense is doing. We don't have a single wide receiver that defensive coordinators are going to stay up at night trying to figure out how to stop. And therefore, Case Keenum is going to say, well, this guy it has the mismatch. That guy is going to run into a space where nobody is. Kelvin Harmon got involved, which is super cool. Trey Quinn at the end got some numbers, which isn't cool because of the touchdown. I don't really care about that at the end. I care that, A, he left the game healthy. B, he put his hands on the ball. He ran some nifty routes. The kind of nifty. He did. The kind where
you call me an old man?
Neato, guys.
Yeah.
I'm over here with friggin'
Gee, Wally, cool.
I'm doing a freaking podcast with Bartles and James tonight. This is fucking great.
It's taking a step back. It was awesome. Like the kind of like Wes Welkery slot routes that the quarterbacks can't keep up with.
Anymore, sorry.
No one knows Wes Welker anymore?
No, Bartles and James, dude.
Oh, Bartles and James.
They're like, what?
Who the? My fantasy team with Blake on it was Bortles and James, and no one got it.
Great.
But
old humor's the best. Sorry.
Yes. Eric Anderson loves him some Bortles and James. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate you. And AGH, I don't know if let us know if you know the Bartles and James reference. It might be just making its
if
way
Ricky
to
Hahn
Wales.
jumps in, I think he was friends with Bartles. I think he went to high school with Bartles and James. So just
yes.
To be fair.
All right, so Redskins up 20-7. They go into halftime, and you're thinking, well, shit. This isn't what I was thinking was going to happen.
With the Maryland game and the first half of the Redskins game, my wife, God bless her, while I'm watching football, is walking around doing laundry and doing dishes and stuff, and it felt like I just kept going, touchdown, oh my God, touchdown, touchdown, oh my God, touchdown.
Stop, defensive stop.
Like, holy crap, like what the hell is going on? That's what she said at one point.
That is what she said.
And then, I mean, at halftime, I had that feeling like, should I be feeling this good right now?
And I did. I let myself.
I did too.
I let myself. I shouldn't have changed because that first half I done shit myself. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I should have kept those undies on.
I think that was from Friday and Saturday night.
That's very
not
true.
Sunday.
Very possible.
Right, but that was the first time there was marking. So, but I did. I changed. I went to 8. I made a chili with leftover tenderloin in it. I mean, I'm telling you, I took it to the next level. And damn it.
That's some Grey Poupon chili right there.
Damn it. Now, just the trimmings. It wasn't, I didn't go, trust me. You know, that like a little burnt end situation. A little,
Yep.
Just
Still.
Here, let me
it was so good.
Let me put this to you guys. I know that Deshaun Jackson is a professional NFL player for a reason. I understand it. I'm going to tell you guys two things, and I'm going to turn it over to you guys. One, I've never been happier about being openly hateful towards an NFL player when he was a Redskin than I am now, because I never liked that guy. I was always wanting to get rid of him. But I understand what he does.
You always wanted to get rid of Jackson?
Yeah. And everyone always
You
gave me
guys
shit.
are
never
both
wanted him?
not huge fans of Deshaun
I didn't want to
Jackson.
keep him here. When
I wanted
he
to
was
trade
done,
him.
When he was,
Echoing through
when
my
he was
head.
on the when he was.
I wanted to
I felt like
trade
it was
him.
time for him to go. I didn't think it was necessary, but I loved it when he was here doing the thing he does. Here's the thing about it.
Hold on. I just want to say, T.
Go. Keep going.
You
can go
know
after
what
him.
he does.
It's
If
unbelievable.
You get beat by him once, okay, but twice?
Without a doubt,
That's all I got.
in the history of the game of football, Deshaun Jackson is the best deep ball receiver I have ever seen in my life. And I think he's the best in the game that has ever seen.
He's amazing.
He tracks ball, and he didn't have to this week. There were money balls, but he tracks balls like Willie Mays. I've said it. And the one thing I said when he was here is the term was he's a toy. And I said, well, it's functional. It's a functional term, but to be fair, he has won us 2 or 3 games this season, that particular season, that he was fully healthy, and he went nuts with Pierre and the whole nine. And he freaking came back with his, not even old bones, but old enough bones, and did it to us again. And this time, though, I don't want to just start. I'm not the guy that says I hate everyone's firing people at midway through the fourth quarter and the whole panic button. I hate it. Minuski on 3rd and long put us in a spot with Monte Nicholson playing deep thirds that no one ever in the NFL puts in a position against 2 burners like they had.
Yep.
Monte Nicholson was right to judge the influential guy up the middle and go with him. That's first eyesight. That's nearest to you. They ran. It was a brilliantly designed route by Doug Peterson. It was just 6 of one,
No
half
chance.
dozen of another.
And
That's
then Carson
why
had time to
term-
throw it.
That's why the term was involved. So if you're going to play that single high coverage, you better have everyone getting pressure. That's when I went. Doug Peterson right now is playing a game of chess. Just this play.
Yep.
I'm not saying the whole game. That particular play on 3rd and long, Doug Peterson was playing chess. Minuski was playing checkers.
Well,
There's no chance that could have been defended. When we saw it in the
Strategically-
slow-mo, there was no chance. There was 2 runs, right, and one guy.
Yep.
I'm not great at math, but
the biggest disappointment, in my opinion, of this game was the lack of
Pass rush.
pass rush.
yeah.
When we were so confident in that front for on the defense.
Did Jonathan Allen going out hurt that badly?
He came
It
back
did.
in, did he not?
No, he never
Did he
came back
not
in.
come back in at
Never.
all?
No.
Nope. He came
Okay.
back on the field, or he came back to the
but
sideline.
One guy does not make 7, okay, or,
But it,
6, or
it was
6.
so much different when he left. It's just weird, T.
I know, but
it's just weird because it was different when he
good
left.
Lord, man! I mean, Duran played well in the
He played
really
great.
well in the
I
first
thought Payne
half.
played amazing.
I
I thought Tim Settle played
It
well.
shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way to lose one guy. Yes, a very key guy and all that. Shouldn't be that way.
The thing about
They
Carson
had-
is he
you got
plays
Sweat.
well in the
Where
pocket.
Was Sweat? Right?
He blocked.
Where was Sweat?
He was blocked.
Man, that
They had us
that
blocked.
can't continue if these guys want to win games. You can't.
Well, we've been watching this guy do it to us this exact same way. He steps up in the pocket, fakes the throw, rolls out, hits Alshon Jeffrey. Well, we've struggled against the big body receivers, which we continue to do. I have, here's the kind of thing. I'm upset with Morgan Moses, not because of the holding penalties, whatever. I wish he didn't make so many holding calls, but he did. I don't like him saying the refs have it out for us after the game, because Morgan, that's our job. That we're the ones who are supposed to say stupid things like that, and players are not supposed to say that. It doesn't look good, especially since you've been called for holding a lot. What I especially didn't appreciate, I guess, was just the manner in which we folded up our tents in the second half. 3 straight drives where we punted between the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. 3 straight drives where we generated 0.
In the second half, the penalties set in.
No idea what we're going to do.
The first half, nothing could go wrong. In the second half, everything went wrong.
Yeah,
the first half was everything. Honest to God, I'm not saying I thought we'd play like that regularly. That's what I thought. The talent level that we had against a team like that. That's what I didn't think we were just going to just cruise to a 40-something. I just thought that's how we can play. That's what we have here in place, talent-wise. And I really believe that we had something like that. I thought we'd get to that through the course of the season. I was so thrilled by it, and it was amazing. I didn't think it was going to be sustainable, but I didn't think we'd do the second half thing that we did.
Carson Wentz has been doing that to us ever since he got here, as have other NFC East quarterbacks.
Defensive backfield got exposed. I was not with everybody who said that there was a big question mark in this defensive backfield.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was the lack of pass rush that contributed.
Of course it was,
but it didn't.
There was no pass
at all.
rush.
But it didn't.
Well, there was no pass rush.
The sack they credited us for was barely. It was almost a rush for no yardage.
Kerrigan and Montez Sweat were unnoticeable.
Correct.
If I went to a movie about the Redskins, I'd be like, "Where was the Hulk?
Yeah.
Where was Kerrigan and our new guy? They weren't. They didn't put him in. Maybe they're coming next week. I don't know."
And Josh Norman, we are seeing a player on the decline. I'm just sorry. That's just the truth of the matter. I like Josh Norman. I've liked him as a Redskin.
I love the fact. I love the fact
out there that were
I love the fact they
freakish.
let him. They could let him get away with. They call it the bail technique.
He's playing on the bail technique.
As if it's a technique. I think he's scared to freaking death.
He doesn't play press. He fakes press, and no one knows he's as if no one knows he's not going to play press.
That's a fair point on your ends. I'm just saying, physicality wise, he has not missed a beat.
Outside the hash,
he's an absolute animal.
He's
physically.
A dog personality.
So I get what you're saying.
He's a dog personality.
Coverage,
I just don't think
coverage
he
is
has
one
the
question,
skills
but
that
him
everybody
coming up,
throwing at him constantly,
including Norman,
and with success.
What was Philly does that. Philly exposed us. Philly,
correct.
If they have time, there was no pass rush the whole goddamn time. I'm not even getting into the defensive backs. I'm talking about our front seven that we've been putting our freaking stock into.
Laurels.
Got embarrassed.
That's who we thought we were going to be.
Yeah, nothing. We got nothing. They ran the ball up our ass. They threw the ball without no pass rush. Our big ass dudes up front got exposed. That's who got exposed.
First half, they played great. And the linebacking crew, I'm like, hell yeah.
Holcomb looked good.
What the hell?
Hamilton looked good.
Deion Hamilton
Holcomb looked like those two both looked like they could be great for a while.
Bostic was doing his thing.
Bostic did fine.
And again, we're measured up against a good team.
Coming off the fucking cart.
The Eagles are a good team, and that's the best thing we can say about what happened is that we lost to a good team. But here's what other thing, like as a Redskins fan, and everyone out there who was watching it, because not many of us were there.
It hurt that they were the better team, easily.
That's fine, but
easily the better team.
When there was fourth down, fourth and about this far, the blue line is this way. And Kevin, as a former center, you'll appreciate this. The blue line of scrimmage is here. The yellow first down line is here. It's fourth and less than one. Travis Kelce, I think his name is Travis Kelce, the center for the Eagles, whatever. Kelce is his name, Jason Kelce, whatever. He takes the ball, and I'm watching it on TV. I wish I would have rewound it and videotaped it. It's what I want my center to do. He took the ball, because in the old days, you couldn't see it. In the old days, the center just put the ball wherever he wanted. But now there's two lines, a blue line and a yellow line. Travis Kelce took the ball, which was sitting on the blue line, and put it on the yellow line. And he did that in plain view. And I'm like, can you challenge that? He put on fourth down, on fourth and less than one, he put the ball on the yellow line, as clear as day. With the technology that we have on a 70-inch HD television screen, I'm like, he just put the ball. He just moved the ball 40 yards. Wentz didn't have to do anything. All Wentz had to do was go down.
Of all the S show that you saw this weekend, that's the one you're going to bitch about?
No, I'm saying as a Redskins fan watching a television show where I always feel like it's going to ultimately go against me. No. It's just like it's the television show that could start out a million different ways, but it always ends the same. And in this situation, one of the characters that I hate, named Kelce, effed me up the A. Sorry for our G rating.
I think I have to leave.
Whoa.
I think it's time for me to go
by just
home.
moving the damn ball. I mean, I want to see.
Children are asleep.
I want someone else to have seen that because it enraged me. And
one thing I know about you is you never miss just disgusting ball handling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You got it.
It was a little thing.
Handling aficionado.
Thank you. If we're going to talk about this thing being a TV show, you got to examine all the different moments.
Did he use one hand or both?
It was a one-hander.
Yeah.
It was a straight one-hander.
Pro. Has he been to a Pro Bowl?
He had his other hand, could have been doing a lot of other things.
You know more than anybody. You got to stretch it
He was
before you clean it.
That's an extension.
Extend it.
A straight extension.
Yeah.
That's correct.
No, when we're talking about the ball handling, it's you got to pull it taut.
The artisan.
To get from the blue line to the yellow line, you got to pull it taut.
It's all connected.
That pigskin can stretch, sir.
I just hope there was someone else in a basement somewhere in America that was watching this on a big screen TV and in the light of day could watch him go like this and then put the ball 40-yard and no one says a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's legal. All I'm saying is, if I saw it, other people saw it, and it's like, is that okay? Like, can people just do that to us? Answer: Yep, they can do that to us, and they did, and it worked spectacularly because they converted.
Anderson calls it an artisan.
Yeah, it was an artisan ball handling. I mean, I want my guy to do it. But our guy never gets away with that. Our guy would be thrown out of the game or like arrested, or like it would be just a national incident.
Yeah, when you try and just handle the ball for the first time, you get in big trouble. You have to be a wily vet. And here's the deal: the league's not going to do anything about it.
No,
because
of course not.
They just don't like us.
No, and nor should
Apparently,
they.
they're
like, Kelsey's been handling their balls for first down. Check that box there.
Everybody's against the Redskins except for us.
That's right.
Who are listening?
Yep. Yeah. And I think that's how we should go out, by talking about that thing.
Well, you can't go out yet.
I'm saying
There's
one
more thing that
go ahead. Give us another thing.
Be discussed.
Give it to me.
Adrian Peterson.
All right, what do you got?
Well, I mean, what do you all think?
He was disrespected, but I don't care, and nor should he.
All right, I don't know that.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's fair to say
in
he was
hindsight at all
disrespected. But here's the problem: why give him a 2-year contract?
To sit him.
That's just pure stupidity.
There's something weird.
I don't understand it.
The disrespect,
I've always been a Jay
honesty.
backer. I've always been a Jay supporter.
Me too.
There's something weird.
That's what I'm going out on
here.
Yeah.
There's something weird here. We heard rumblings he wanted to cut him. Yeah,
we heard rumblings he wanted to cut him.
I did.
Yeah. No. That's true. There was rumblings.
And not only that, I also heard today, part of the reason of keeping him out, maybe the decision was we're going with Geis, and Geis is our guy, that you didn't want Adrian Peterson chirping in his ear that he needed to put him in, which apparently he's done.
That's what he did to Sean Payton in New Orleans. He marched up and down the sidelines behind him. Payton had enough and cut him the next day.
Quickly exited.
And then he had his bounce back with Arizona, I believe. Was that who it was?
Yep,
and then he ran for 1,000 yards here.
And then he had 1,000 yards here. But I get it. A competitor like that,
but
it's almost a savvy
rusher. I don't know how.
Yeah, but hold on a second.
Can
I just break down a 1,000-yard rusher real quick?
80 yards a game.
No, it's 60.
Barely.
It's like 60. It's 60 times 16. 960 at 60 a game.
He's
it's
good.
like 60.
He's good at math.
Yeah,
He's the offensive lineman.
I'm just saying.
He's always been good at math.
Like you don't even like. People are like 6 times last year. He had like less than 30 some rushes with like double-digit carries.
That was talked about today on
I know, but
the media.
But if you can
he had
focus
a couple
in,
great. What was it? 7 games,
it's
90
like
and
looking
over.
at a piece
but
of
then he had
art.
like
Some
5
people are like,
games over 20 or less.
But if you appreciate it over time, and Adrian Peterson deserved better. I get that.
It's the statement that Jay made that's the
He told him on Monday, and Adrian Peterson didn't say anything all through the week. That's what I liked about it. Those
he
two men dealt with it.
But the statement when they said, what situation would you keep him on the field? And he said, well, we can line up 50 times in I formation.
55
that's
in I formation.
That's the
But that was versus the reporter. And
okay,
listen,
fair enough.
That's not him and AP
Jay got
talking.
a little chippy.
He did.
Jay got a little chippy.
And you know what?
That's what a loss does to you.
Well, that's what losing and now actually being average, because Jay's record is right there. I mean, it's below 500. But it's not some like horrific.
I just don't know if we were that much better on special teams to not have that guy available. Where were we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really? I don't know.
I know this.
I don't know.
Maybe Trent Williams
now,
feels a
he's our
little
guy.
soft spot for AP coming back, and is like, come on, let's.
He's our guy because Geis is out for X amount of weeks.
It could be a while.
It's meniscus though, which is
I played basketball
that's
2 weeks after my meniscus surgery. I
played football 2
not
weeks after my
that would be
second degree MCL. Granted, I couldn't move and sat in the pocket and just chucked it.
I did. No, I think I did the injury
I was
I had
not.
a week before
I was
his surgery, and then I was playing basketball 2 weeks later.
You and I were both slightly less better athletes than Geis and Peterson. Is my guess.
He's a big guy, though.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
Eric Anderson. The answer to your question
Peterson
is
and Darius Geis are
no.
big guys.
This is the crack in my Jay
self-deprecation. Go with me on this one.
This is the crack in my Jay Gruden armor. My armor's cracked. I'm not against Jay Gruden, and I'm no longer.
God, week 1, you and Juice are on the freaking hot air balloon.
No. I'm just saying, this second half stuff is
fine.
Is happening, and the fact that it happened like this in week 1, it just brings a lot back that wouldn't have been brought back.
You don't think we overachieved? Hold on. Has there been a better coached half than our first half against Philly on the road with 5 rookie receivers?
Jay haters are going to say it wasn't
just saying,
coaching.
I'm not a Jay hater either. I'm not a Jay hater.
First of all, come on.
Me?
No,
okay.
Jay haters. But can you recall a better coached first half?
No.
All right. So I'm not saying that makes up for it, or the loss is any better, but just this whole waiting for the second half, being like, because we got taken up and then slammed down. I get it. If we were just gently put to sleep in a hammock and said, "Go to sleep, 7 and 9.
Look,
go to sleep."
For some reason,
it's okay.
I for some reason feel like
we had 10 and 6 on our brain.
I feel like being a Jay backer again here. I don't think he's the problem. There's so many people out there calling for him.
I don't
that
think
he's the problem. Here's the thing: people have said, Juice, right? Our boy Juice said, "Oh, he's known for scripting plays." You don't script a half. No one scripts a half. You script a couple
10 plays
and even those don't even happen the way you want because you get stuffed or somebody loses a mistake. Yeah.
Everyone doesn't play until they get punched in the face.
So, and I've never heard of, well, he's a good first half coach and a bad second half coach. That makes no sense to me either, right? Jay Gruden did not overthrow McLaurin.
No.
Right?
Understood. This is the argument we've been making for years about what Jay Gruden hasn't done.
Every single play and say, Jay did not do that. Jay did not do this. Jay put them in great positions in the first half. I think he put them in similar positions in the second. They just didn't execute as well in the second.
We overachieved in the first and underachieved in the second. I don't know what that means either. I don't think Jay's the solution either, guys.
No,
I'm just not going to just
fire
him to be like fire him and whatever.
I'm not building up on Jay Gruden, but I'm just saying my armor is cracked. I love Jay Gruden.
He's right
I love
there.
Jay Gruden.
How he survived, he's like a cockroach after an apocalypse.
I think he gets hired right away. If he gets fired from here, he gets hired right away.
I would say so are
as an offensive coordinator.
At least $2/3 of the NFL coaches are also.
Yeah,
sure,
I agree.
Because that's the way it is.
I know. No,
not everybody can have a Bill Belichick or a Joe Gibbs.
Understood.
Yeah, but if someone does have it, then everyone's going to compare their guy to that. And
the three of us.
That's why Twitter exists.
And Eric, who's listening. Because I don't know where everybody else is.
He's not listening anymore. His wife just got home.
But we understand what it's like to have the Bill Belichick of the league at the time.
Close the computer.
And Joe Gibbs. We know what that feels like, right?
I know.
Can I just tell you, when Eric's wife gets home, does he close the computer
and always will.
super fast and she wonders what he's watching?
Right. I'm just saying, people always will.
It's just a football podcast.
I can't.
It's just a football podcast. It's nothing terrible.
We're like a X video.
It's just 3 guys at a poker table as he slams his computer shut and runs to the next room. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't watching it. I wasn't watching a football podcast.
She's going to be like, AGH wasn't even there. What is wrong with you?
Wait, I know AGH. I was just talking to AGH on the phone. He
Eric,
said, I'm not
tell your wife you only got a couple more minutes left.
Yeah.
It's all
a couple more minutes left. We got Dallas this week. The good news is the Washington Redskins have an opportunity right away to go against a divisional opponent, a good one at that, at home. This bullshit about FedEx being sold out, for God's sake.
It's Cowboy week, boys.
It's Dallas week for sure. It is, and it's time. I mean, listen, I don't think the Cowboys proved anything against the New York Giants. New York Giants, that's going to be 2 great games for us.
They showed something, but I don't know, you're right.
They looked good as shit.
Anything.
The Cowboys looked very good
against the
Giants. I don't think the Giants are very good, but I also think the Cowboys worked them. The Giants aren't the Dolphins, who we get in a few weeks.
Can they can they come sooner? Can we
our schedulers.
Only the Dolphins can make Lamar Jackson look like an all-pro quarterback.
Lamar Jackson's going to be fine this year.
He's not an all-pro quarterback.
He's going to be. He is. As of right now,
he's got a very particular skill set.
He's in the lead position for all-pro at this moment in time.
But I would like to play the Dolphins also.
Yes, I can't wait. Can we move to their division? You're like, hey, Miami, let's be friends. Let's play each other every week.
Division is the definition of poop.
Oh gosh. Although I love Gardner Minshew. I think he's great.
I knew I was going to get that text as soon as that happened.
I loved again.
Your boy Baker.
Boy.
How about your boy Baker?
Are you happy?
Ball handlers,
no, I'm not. I took him.
Ball handler aficionado.
Is that the humble?
Has got a soft spot for guys with
those were terrible interceptions.
I know.
Terrible.
So keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Take care of your own. Stop reaching out to other stuff. You're 6 and 8 lifetime, and deal with it because he's talented enough to do
our
this.
Our ball handler aficionado.
I took him because I
has
respect
a soft spot.
I like
for stashes.
We're talking about Baker's progressive commercials are great.
Ball stash. Is that what you're hinting at?
Well, I mean, if you want to combine it all, yeah, he's a ball stasher.
I love
It's like reaching to a box of Pringles and coming out with dodo balls.
Stasher.
The progressive commercials. Baker's progressive commercials are great. I'll give him that. But he better show the F up because I also have him. And
I think he will.
He needs to.
No, my respect level for him as a player is one thing, but the off the field, like blah, 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 stop it.
Worst news of anyone. The Patriots get the Dolphins this week. You talk about unfair.
Oh, my God.
That all of a sudden in week 2, after working the Pittsburgh Steelers on national TV, they get the Miami Dolphins in week 2? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So unfair. We start off with like freaking we're playing St. John's schedule.
Who let Tom Brady in the tank?
Did Brian Griffin schedule the Redskins' first 5 games? For God's sake, we're playing like the best 5 teams in the league right out of the chute. Is Duncanville on our schedule? Good Lord.
I hope not.
I hope not too. It could be dangerously bad. All right.
I'd rather play the NFC East than the WCC.
I couldn't agree with you more. All right, we're coming back next week to cover a Washington Redskins win over the Dallas Cowboys by hell or high water.
Hey, I want Dallas. I don't give a shit. I want Dallas.
Dallas.
I want the Redskins to want Dallas is what I want. And I think this is a week where they need to bounce back. If they don't.
It gets. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there in week 1. We went as far to wherever that is as we're going to go, and we're going to get positive about it being Dallas week and the opportunity that exists.
This bourbon's kicking in.
Yeah, this bourbon's really good.
Keegan's been telling us that he's noticed when the bourbon kicks in after he watches.
I noticed that.
But it's his birthday, so
happy birthday, Keegan.
Yeah,
once again.
Happy birthday, Keegan.
Once again.
47, 48.
Nah.
He's your uncle, right?
He's 43.
I know.
He's
Palomalo.
42 going on 50.
He's 43, man. 43, T. 43.
Oh, God.
You're the only 44. You're the only Rigo in the bunch.
He might be Admiral Silverloins,
week.
but you're Captain.
Next week, it's yours. It's your turn.
Gray balls. We'll get there. Until next Tuesday night, he's Tim Strachan.
Only until next Tuesday?
We're going on a week-to-week basis, okay? A week-to-week basis.
All right. I hope after that.
We'll see.
Thanks, guys.
He's Admiral Silverloins.
Admiral Silverloin signing off.
I shouldn't say thanks, guys. Thank you, Eric Anderson.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
And I'm putting an APB out. Where is AGH?
AGH,
where is AGH?
You're fired as our marketing and HR guy.
A little worried. A little worried about
Daniel Snyder would have had you yoinked out of here. Freaking Showtime
Daniel
at the
Snyder.
Apollo style like 2 hours
here.
ago. You can't just keep telling everyone it's just us and Eric. Son of a bitch.
Hey, Quentin Mayo, thank you so much for what you're helping us out with. Follow Quentin Mayo on Twitter. Follow Plead the First Amendment
All you
Sports
other
on
guys,
Twitter.
You were great.
Hit that subscription button. First Amendment Sports. Hit the bell. Get a notification. Let yourself know when things are about to happen. Until next week, I'm Ken Marangolo, and this was the Audible. Still live. Thank you, guys.
Eric, you get commenter of the night.
Yes. Appreciate you, brother.
Later, bro.